Welcome to day 4 of the challenge. So over the last 3 days, we've really been focusing on the mind and the breath. And today we're going to bring more attention to the body through doing a body scan meditation. So this practice is really helpful for getting the deep states of relaxation and releasing tension that's been built up in the body. It can also be really helpful for times when you're trying to get to sleep and having difficulty doing that because the mind is really busy. And in general, spotlighting the different parts of the body, like we're going to do today, can be helpful during your meditation practice if you are feeling really emotional or having a lot of challenging thoughts. Bringing your attention to the body can help you to come back to the present moment. So for today, you can lay down on a bed, lay down on your back on a bed or a mat or a blanket. And if you aren't able to lay down and you're sitting down, that's totally works as well. But you can allow your body to be really relaxed today. As you're laying down, if you're laying down on your back, just let your hands rest at your side and then allow your eyes to close. And we're going to start off by bringing our attention to the breath and doing some extended exhales. So the way this works is you want to make your exhales double the length of your inhales. So if it's helpful, you can count. Inhale 1, 2, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have a few breaths just like that, allowing our exhales to be double the length of our inhales. And then after your next exhale, let your breath return back to its normal rhythm. And then bring your attention to your toes. Usually the mind's attention is rested on the whole body, but for right now we're just going to really pinpoint the toes. And then as you inhale your next breath, imagine that your breath is flowing all the way in through your nostril, all the way down to your toes. So allow your mind to imagine that. And then as you exhale out, imagine that you are exhaling up from your toes, all the way through your body and out of your nostril. So take a couple more breaths just like that. Inhaling to the toes and then imagining that you are exhaling back up from the toes. And then bring your full attention to your foot, your whole foot. You can notice what it's resting on. Notice any sensations that you feel. And then as you inhale your next breath, imagine that it's flowing into your nostril and all the way down through your body to your foot. And then back up from your feet all the way out of your nostril. See if you can imagine that. Then bring your attention to the lower half of your leg. And just notice any sensations that you have there. And then as you inhale in your next breath, imagine that it flows all the way down to the lower half of your leg. And as you exhale out, imagine the breath is flowing up from the lower half of your leg and out of your nostril. Then bring your attention up to the upper half of your leg and your bottom and your hips. We often hold a lot of tension in our hips. So just allow your body to feel heavy. Allow yourself to release any tension. And then just notice any sensations that you have in your leg, in your hips, and your bottom. And then as you inhale your next breath, imagine it flowing to the upper half of your legs. And then as you exhale out, imagine the breath flowing back up your body and out of your nostril. And then you can let the entire bottom half of your body dissolve. Bring your full attention to your belly. Notice any sensations you have there. Perhaps you notice how your clothes feel. Or notice any air in your environment. And then as you inhale your next breath, notice as your abdomen rises. As you exhale, notice as the abdomen falls and your breath travels back up and out of your nostril. And then as you exhale your next breath, you can move your attention up to your chest and your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. And if you have any tension in your chest, you can just allow the muscles to soften. And notice any sensations that you have on your chest or your shoulders. Maybe you notice how your clothes feel. And then as you inhale your next few breaths, let your awareness rest on the rising of your chest on the inhale and the falling of your chest on the exhale. And let your attention move away from your chest onto your back. And if you're laying down, you can notice how your back feels against whatever it's resting on. You can notice any sensations or tension that you feel in your back. And then as you inhale your next breath, imagine that it's flowing into your nostril and down your spine to the bottom of your back. And then as you exhale out, imagine that the breath is flowing up the spine and out of the nostril. So you can imagine that on your next few breaths. And then on your next exhale, allow your entire torso to dissolve and bring your full attention just to your face. And let the muscles in your face soften. And then just notice any sensations that you feel on your face. Maybe you notice the temperature of the room. And as you Inhale your next breath. Bring your full awareness to the sensations that you have in your nostril as you inhale and as you exhale. And as you take your next exhale, let your attention move away from your face and to the top of your head. You can notice any sensations that you feel on the top of your head. And as you inhale your next few breaths, imagine that the breath flows to the top of your head. And then as you exhale out, imagine the breath flowing from the crown of the head out through the nostril. And then as we approach the end of our practice today, you can let your breath go back to the extended exhales that we started off with. So you can move your attention away from your head and focus on letting your exhales be double the length of your inhales. And then at your own pace, you can slowly start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can return your breath back to its normal rhythm. And when you're ready, allow the eyes to flutter open and return your full awareness back to the space around you. Awesome job. So I'm curious to know what your experience was like with the body scan, so feel free to leave any comments or questions that you have. The extended exhales that we started this practice off with and ended this practice off with is a great way to calm the body and the mind. And when we make our exhales longer than our inhales, it slows down our heart rate and messages to the brain that we are safe and we can be calm and really rest and digest and activate that part of our nervous system. So that's a great breathing technique that you can use throughout your day if you are trying to have yourself feel calmer in a certain part of your day. Looking forward to continuing to practice with you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any comments and want to DM us directly, you can DM us at Innerglow NY.